Miranda, congratulations on your victory. I know it's been a little bit of a journey to get here, but you finally got here. You got the UFC win. So what's the emotion like for you right now?
It's amazing. You know, I did envision this. I wanted to win. I knew I was going to win, and I've been thinking about this for years. So it's not so much surprising as it is just exciting. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, the matchmakers. Thank you, everybody, my team, my family who got me here, and God especially. But here I am. I won, and I'm ready to go for the next one.
The stand-up was fantastic. Did you know? I mean, were you confident that you would be able to turn in that type of performance on the feet, or did you surprise even yourself a little bit?
No, absolutely. I knew I had the stand-up, and in fact, it kind of frustrates me when people just assume I don't just because I haven't used it. You know, I've been working this for years with the House of Muay Thai. I've been getting better in between every single fight camp. I keep telling people that, and they keep sleeping on my striking. The only reason I haven't struck in the past more is because I didn't have to. Why getting punched in the face if you don't have to? Is my whole philosophy. But this time, you know, they were like, oh, I'm going to keep it standing because Miranda has good grappling. And I was like, all right, let's do that then. I'm ready to go.
Obviously, you landed that elbow that sliced her up. I mean, the doctor's call, you don't make it. But did you think there was a possibility the fight might be over between rounds?
Absolutely not, honestly. I was ready to go. I'm almost upset that it ended too. I was ready to show Dana everything I had, the grappling, the stand-up, the ground and pound, all of it. I wanted to show everybody in the world that I'm one of the best well-rounded fighters out there, and I'm the next young gun to come up in this division.
Nice. Last thing for me, as you said, you know, you mentioned in the cage, you have so much going on. So I'm curious how you see your career progressing. I mean, this is a great performance. I think people are going to see more of you. But, you know, can you balance fighting frequently, or do you have to space it out a little bit? What's the plan?
For the 5 years I've been fighting, I've been going to school too, and I seem to plan it out just fine and been pretty successful. So I plan on continuing that and getting my PhD, becoming world champ, and going on to keep on fighting until my fight career is over, and then I'll have an education and a career to go back to, unlike a lot of fighters.
Miranda, over here. We've seen a lot of young fighters that break onto the scene, like Macy Barbers and Israel Adesanya's, and they seem to have a plan before their first fight. Like, when I beat this opponent, I want to fight this person next. Are you that type of fighter? Do you just fight whoever they want you to fight? I
want to fight a next top contender. I want to fight a top 10. I don't necessarily want to pick names yet. I haven't adjusted myself to the division enough to know who to pick exactly, name for name. But I'm ready to get to the top. My goal is to fight Valentina at some point, because it doesn't seem like anybody else in the division is getting the job done.
Do you have a timetable on like when you would hope for that to happen? Because you see, like the Macy Barbs and Edmonds, they have the countdown on their phone that they would always show. Do you have a timetable for your goal?
Within the next 2 years, I'm ready. I want this degree and the world championship to come near the same time.
And one final one. You said, you were screaming, "Where's Dana?" in the octagon.
Yeah, I wanted him to see me. I wanted to make sure he saw that. I wanted to get his attention. You know, when I first met him, he was like, "Who are you?" And it's time for me to show I'm Miranda Maverick, and I want him to remember that name. I got to talk to him in the back, and I'm so glad I did. It's an honor to be here, and I'm proud to have him as my boss.
Miranda over here, congratulations. First off, you talked about you brought your boyfriend with you, and he's not really used to the MMA experience. How did he do on Fight Island? Was he in the corner? Did he get the water? How did he do?
He did pretty great. He was in the corner. He helped me through the weight cut better than I could have expected him to. Was dealing with my whole stressful nerves and everything leading up to it. And then, of course, in the corner was holding the timer and doing everything minus the coaching. So it was pretty great.
You're you're a teaching assistant. Is everybody getting their homework on time now?
I don't know. They better turn it in or they might get beat up. That seems to be the theme.
How do you celebrate a victory like this?
You know, I want to go back home. I want to pray with my family and praise that I got this done. I want to talk to him on the phone. I'm really upset that my dad couldn't be in my corner this time. So the first thing I'm going to do after I get out of here is call him and share some tears and some cheers with my whole family. And then go back to the hotel room, get cleaned up, sit and watch the rest of these fights and enjoy the night. I'm ready to go back home, though, too.
Who wins in the main event?
So I'm pulling for Gaethje, but my gut tells me Khabib.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.